So she's claiming this is where her Xeno artifacts have been taken. Yep, Jai is here. Talking to Kor, Tora, a couple assistants. Okay. This container is sealed shut on all sides. You notice the remnants of metallic tags that have been cut. I guess let's start just talking to... We could talk to the side people first before we talk to Jai. Sure. Probably a conversation with all of them. Shireen, I'm here. What a joy it is to see you. Follow me, please.
I won't tolerate weakness.
Could. But I'd rather grab all the things first. Anything over here? No.
Is aiding a smuggler an endeavor worthy of a rogue trader?
I mean, no. Jai, Tor, Kor. Okay, so that's all of these people. I don't see anyone there that you're attacking, but I'm guessing when we get closer, a fight's gonna break out. This container is filled with something heavy. It is difficult to discern what it is exactly. This container is airtight. You get the feeling that this was originally a standard box for transporting non-fragile cargo that was sealed manually. Alright, let's talk to Jai again. Yes, can I help you? I followed you. Tora? Yes, can I help you? Container's airtight. You get the feeling it was originally a standard... Yeah. Kor. Do you have business with me? You guys have business with me. Okay, so we've got a bunch of thugs, servitors, bandit hitmen. Not terribly scary. Okay, so Pascal's health is maxed at 41. That's what we were wanting to find out last time. So I'm guessing they want me to just step forward and start this combat.
I'll lay claim to the stars.
I mean, they are just a bunch of thugs, so I don't feel terribly bad. But they're right that this isn't something that is really our business. At some point, combat should start automatically, or do I just take a shot? Can I just walk through? It feels unlikely.
Take a knee.
Okay, there we go.
Bow before me.
Show them no mercy.
Alright, so... Let's see, we'll put Cassia... We could put her into full cover here. Ignatius into full cover there. Argenta we want forward a bit more. Do we? One could argue we'd rather have Cassia forward because of her third eye. We can just blast a whole bunch of them because she does go first. And Argenta has a sniper rifle. So maybe we go something like here. And then for the rest of us, our frontline characters, suppose I should keep them out of Cassia's line of sight for her third eye. So we could put Pascal there. Abelard like here. Bella could run way up there, but we'll... Maybe we leave her... No, I think we'll want Pascal dealing with the servitors. Bella can deal with all the thugs. Do these servitors have the electric absorption thing? Shock damage is suffered is increased by 25%. Creature gains blah blah blah. No, he actually will take more damage from shock. Good. As opposed to the other ones that took less damage from shock. And the basic servitors, same thing. So in these cases, Pascal can actually benefit from using his ability. But I think this is where we're going to start everyone at. Yeah. Cassia goes first, of course. So we'll put our front line here. And then our back line could give that to her. Arguably, I could do something like this. And then Cassia could just move into that square and be in the same line. Backline is our dodge, right? Might be better to give that to... Oh, press R to rotate. How about that? I swear that didn't used to be there. Wonder if they patched that, or if it has been there the whole time and I just didn't notice. Because if so, I'd feel really dumb. Let's go here for our back line.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
And then for our rear, which is our attacking, could go with something like this, so that should someone move there, they will get the benefits.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
There we go. I think that's pretty good for that. Now, how much can you hit with this? Okay, so the question is, do we hit all of these people and not the servitors? Which I think is the direction I'm leaning.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around. Grace, at least.
Okay. We could use it again. Hit some of the remaining. Something like that would hit all of them besides this one guy. So, tempting. Or we could try and move people around. But I think I'm just good with using a second lidless stare.
If I may.
There's just very few things that do that kind of group damage. Oh, your cover is gone. That's not ideal. Did she take damage from that exploding? Because I think she is down a little bit of health. And obviously no one has attacked her. I don't feel like trying to scroll through all that to find it. She took some damage somewhere, it's fine. So all that's left, we've got couple of thugs that are fairly hurt, a couple of servitors that are somewhat hurt. Combat servitor is going to be scary, and then this guy somehow hasn't been touched at all yet. But yeah, we've done good damage to a bunch of people. Bella, are you going to take damage running through this? My guess is yes, which isn't ideal. Can you get to this guy's weak spot? You can. She could take out this thug. Granted, she doesn't need to hit the weakness to take him out. But yeah, she could go here, take out this thug, then get here and do Blade Dance? Probably. I think I'll keep her with the Great Sword as opposed to the two one-handeds, because enemies have so much damage reduction these days that she's doing like 2 damage on each hit, which just doesn't seem worth it. Great Sword should do more. No, not space. I meant space in my brain thinking that was, you know, do the action, but it just ends the turn, of course, because that's what space actually does. All right, Argenta. so mad that I just skipped Cabela's turn. What do we do with you? I mean, we could just have you snipe someone. I mean, having her do heavy damage to some of these servitors wouldn't be a bad call. Although I think Pascal will be able to just take care of them. So his turn is still a ways away. So maybe we have you attack this guy. We mark him as prey. He's a level 3, so you'll get some good bonuses for it. Mark him as prey. Then you can do this shot.
Doubt is for the weak. Eradicated.
Good. She could mark this guy as prey, just to finish him off.
Will not.
The line of sight.
The Emperor's will.
Well, okay then. Out of line of sight, huh? Could run and gun to move forward. My thought was that she could use claim the bounty just to get a free extra kill. We're gonna do run and gun regardless. I don't think I need to waste my time on these guys. So if I did run and gun,
Commands, I act.
move you here, then do you have sight on this guy? You don't, even from there. You could hit either of these guys, but neither one is going to be killed this turn. Well, we could have you switch to the bolter. No, so then you're going to hit your allies. Or focus on these guys, but there's not a ton of point, because again, I think Pascal can deal with them. We're going to stick with the sniper rifle. I guess just take a shot at this guy. Just get some damage in. Do we hunt down the prey on him?
I will bathe this battlefield in righteous fury.
So you now have a bounty on him. Claim the bounty. I guess if you do a normal shot, that doesn't use an action because of run and gun. And then you could claim the bounty afterwards. And there's still 90% chance to hit. 12 to 18, this does. Still 12 to 18. So we'll do a normal shot for 1 AP. You'll miss the 90% shot, because why not? And then just take your free shot here.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
1d damage, and lit him on fire, somehow. Okay, sure. And Furious Recital, because why not? There we go.
Here we go.
Alright, these guys are finally gonna move. After the battle's like half won. Ignatius. Right, what do I do with you? Who can you target? Basically anyone. I can't actually hit him. I could hit any of these guys. Or we hit ourselves first. Yeah, let's hit ourselves first, as usual. Orchestrate flames.
Nothing I can't do.
So we're only taking 2 damage a turn. Then we run and gun. Do I actually want to go somewhere? I could move ahead to this cover. Wouldn't be a bad call. Then from here, we could do ignite on basically anyone. This guy will get a turn. Who would I care to deal with? I'm still holding off the assumption that Pascal can just do one big blast to hit all of them. So maybe we deal with you. Up in the back.
Never wavered in the face of adversity.
There we go. Taking 21 damage a turn from fire. Not bad. And we could actually use Inflame, since we have people on fire and none of our allies are on fire. Besides myself. Right. That's a problem. How much is that actually going to do? 14 more damage to me. I guess that's something I want to find out, and now seems like a fine combat to try it. So if we inflame, does that do crazy stuff to us? We're at 31 health.
Already done. Nothing of value has been lost.
What did it do to us? We're at 27. So it took us down 4 health. But it managed to kill that guy and do, I assume, more damage to the combat servitor. Yeah, 11 more damage to the combat servitor. Okay. Probably worth it. We could move again, but I'm fine with where we're at. So we will... could also do firearm mastery. But I think I will save those points for someone else's use. Abelard. Huh. What do we do with you? Could have you come over here and help with this stuff. When's Pascal's turn? It's almost here. The armored bandit. What armored bandit? Way over here. Oh. Okay. Wasn't even aware that there were people back here. Okay, so that person will go, and then Pascal finally gets his turn. So let's send Abelard forward. He can then do... Sworn enemy. Okay, if I move him here, then we charge this guy. That'll be 1 AP, 2 AP. If I also use Sworn Enemy and Reckless Strike, those are 1 AP each. Yeah. So go here.
I've suffered worse.
So he took some damage from toxic damage. Curse of Rust effect applied. This armor substance. This toxic substance ruthlessly corrodes any armor it touches. Okay. Not bad. Let's do a Reckless Strike.
It will be done.
And Sworn Enemy here.
Victory is imminent.
Then have you charge forward.
It will be done.
And that is sadly your whole turn. Could do a brace for impact, but meh. I mean, it wouldn't be a bad call. +2 deflection while his armor is currently being corroded wouldn't... It's fine. Yeah, we'll just end his turn. Ow.
Brace yourself, Abelard.
Alright, Pascal. Finally you. So... Are you guys under damage over time effects from the acid? I don't think so. No. No. So we could do this to make our hits do more. So that would be 0 AP. Well, that's pretty easy to do then. So 2 AP for this. Machine Spirit Banishment. Something I might want to save having available, depending on who survives with this. So that would be 2 AP. I'm wanting Brutal Strike, which is also 2 AP. Okay, you have to move forward at least one. And then from there, if you use this, you would hit all of them. And they all survive, unfortunately. I would have thought you're doing some amount of shocking damage. That seems to not be the case. But that'll take 2 AP. So let's also use Machine Spirit Communion. Hit most of us. Something like that, sure. So there's 2 AP, and you can do 2 more AP on this. We will hold off on analyze enemies.
Request approved. Analysis successful.
Yeah, it doesn't actually kill them. We could use his dismantling attack. This is focusing on taking out one specific enemy, which we could do with the combat servitor. Is the best usage of this? Probably not. I'm gonna do it anyway. It does a good amount of damage. Probably will bring it within enough damage that it'll die to the flame and bleeding effects. Because those are going to do 25 damage next turn. And you're at 39. So as long as this hit does 14 damage, which it will, then you die at the start of your next turn. Not a bad call.
I am a savant of destruction.
Or you can just destroy him right now. That's fine too. That servitor is going to survive at 1 hit point. Really? That's disappointing. With the bleeding and fire. Okay, but I think that's the end of your turn. Oh, I probably should have used this before doing that big blast. Yeah, oh well.
This battlefield air is good for my lungs. Okay, now I'm really riled up.
What? Jai, what did you just do?
I'm here, maggot.
She said aim for the fuel, take the cover away from the barrels, and then she shot one of these barrels like right in front of her face so that she got hit by her own attack. Like, surely you're smarter than that.
Let's make it quick.
And that guy shot his buddies.
Function successfully terminated.
Okay, another guy died. 3 health here. Big line of people over there to deal with. I mean, Abelard's gonna do a cleave right there. I might even be able to get Cabela over here to do her blade dance. That's it. We've got a servitor with 3 health, and then thug with 3 health, and then other people, seems to be. So we try and take out some of these guys then, or at least weaken them. That's probably the call. So you can only use this on people that are marked, I would have thought. Apparently not. You can just use this as just a free attack. Don't really want to waste the bullet, because we'll have to reload soon. Let's go with hitting you.
I'll do it.
For a solid hit. Then see about claim the bounty on you.
Doubt is for the weak. None can escape the Emperor's judgment.
Then we can use her firearm mastery
Resides in the will of
to
the
reload our
righteous.
gun and get 4 basic shots. Revel and Slaughter would get her ballistic skill back up and crit stuff. Good. So let's do that since it's free. And then you get, I guess, just 2 shots. Right. So we'll go 1 here.
As the Emperor commands, each strike is a prayer.
You're nearly dead, and you're nearly dead. Who gets to go next out of these 2? Who are you? Oh, you're... Almost didn't even see you. Well, she can't see you, unfortunately. That's fine, I suppose. Someone else can kill you. I guess we'll just take out this guy.
I'll do it. None can escape the Emperor's judgment.
Good thing you didn't accidentally shoot Cassie in the back. That would have upset me. Then you could move over here to get in cover from that guy, but I don't know. I think you're fine where you're at.
Let's get to it.
You guys are all really dumb. I mean that in the nicest way possible. Ignatius, can you just finish this fight? Probably. If I put him here, we can ignite this guy and just finish him off.
All too easy.
No, you survived. Huh. I mean, we could do Inflame again, but that would do most of its damage to me. It would finish him off. We'll go just with a... Because I can't just attack. I can't do Run and Gun. I can't do Revel and Slaughter. So I guess we'll just Orchestrate Flames on him.
Not a problem for me.
Why not? So he's guaranteed to die. And we can't actually finish off this thug, which is a shame. Alright, Abelard. Let's have you step forward.
Follow my lead.
Do a basic strike on this guy.
I will do my reduced to dust.
And then charge this guy.
At your beck and call. I took care of this one.
What a mess. Thank the throne we didn't come here with just the 3 of us. Yeah, you guys did literally nothing to help with this fight. You just hurt yourselves. Shut up and get moving, Core. We need to open up the passage into the tunnels and let our guys in. Jai, on your signal. These Ashmags dared to touch something from the cargo. 2, 3, 5. Thank the Exalted One. Those Ashmags didn't have time to make off with anything yet. Jai carefully inspects the containers emblazoned with the markings from some unknown freighter operator, then smiles and touches the comm bead in her ear. Give me 2 minutes, Shireen. I'll send the coordinates to my loyal crew, who will deliver my property somewhere safe. Wait. And done. Jai removes her hand from her ear and turns to you. We're good. Now, how about we relocate to a more pleasant and private space to discuss the details of our deal, specifically payment for your efforts? What, we're just going to leave your priceless cargo here unattended? I hope your vaunted wisdom is worth all this trouble. We're going to leave your priceless cargo here unattended? Nothing to worry about. After all the ruckus we've caused here, I doubt anyone will go anywhere near the containers. I am, however, infinitely flattered by your concern for my, now our, property. I hope your vaunted wisdom is worth all this trouble. Jai opens her mouth to reply when you hear the sound of many footsteps behind you. Vladim's agent. Okay. Stop right there, in the name of the liege. The gaunt, pale-skinned man in grimy clerical robes glances at you. and immediately falls to his knees obsequiously. Your Excellency, please forgive my vehemence, most noble Ignatius. I never expected to encounter such eminent persons in this corner of Footfall. Most noble Excellency? Jai purses her lips slightly and shoots you a confused look. I am Vladimir Tokar's personal agent. The man hesitates, choosing his words carefully. I came here to remove from criminal circulation a shipment, the distribution of which is banned in the lands of Footfall. Horrendous Xenoheresy that has been fraudulently delivered to a bastion of the Holy Imperium. He looks at Jai. I do not doubt for a moment, most noble Ignatius, that your presence here is merely a misunderstanding brought about by another's manipulations. Could be true. Could be true. He could also be lying. Vladimir is definitely not completely honest either. Commerce test succeeded. It is too great a coincidence that the Liege's representative should arrive in the Shadow Quarters just after Jai has recovered her rightful spoils. It seems that the guards reported the problems with the shipment over the Vox, and not to just anyone, but to the Liege's personal agent. Vladimir Tokar knew about the shipment from the start and planned to take it for himself, to get rid of Jai if he could. Behold, the grubby, underhanded struggle between cold traders. And had it not been for your impromptu deal struck in the bar, Vladimir might have succeeded. You're absolutely right, I have nothing to do with this shipment or the woman standing next to it. Jai Hidari, the owner of this cargo, is presently under my protection, under a rogue trader's protection. Tell your master that he should think twice before crossing her from now on. This cargo belongs to the Von Valencius dynasty. Is Lord Tokar trying to encroach upon the property of a rogue trader? Like, ultimately, the goods exist. Xenoheresy exists. So the question is, do we put it in the Liege's hand so that he can do with it what he will? Probably more heresy. Or do we hold on to it ourselves so that we can then make a logical choice? And the answer would be that it's better in our hands. And if we sell it to, I think the Hieronymus Doloroso was saying that he would buy it to get it out of circulation. And if it's tech heresy or xenotech, then I believe the tech priests similarly were wanting to buy it to get it out of circulation. So yours is the cleansing hand. That's what I'm saying. Like, it feels like the right answer and also the better answer for ourselves to take it. This cargo belongs to the Von Valencius dynasty. Is Lord Tokar trying to encroach upon the property of a rogue trader? Jai's gonna be like, who are you? No, your lordship, I beg your forgiveness, this wretched serf. Forgive this wretched serf. A terrible misunderstanding, 1,000 apologies. I won't disturb you further. Jai watches him hurry away, then looks at you. I wish I could see Vladimir's face when he finds out he almost stepped on the toes of one of the most powerful people in the Expanse. Listen, Ignatius, I'm genuinely sorry about this confusion. Vladimir and I had our difficulties, but I never thought he'd want to clean me out and do away with me in some dark corner, at least not so soon. If you hadn't agreed to our deal, Shireen, my gang and I would already be floating in orbit around one of Footfall's asteroids. Tell me about your business on Footfall, the truth of it, and don't leave anything out. A rogue trader could use some of your talents and connections, Jai. I would like to see you in my retinue. Okay, so as expected, I think she can become a party member. And she's not evil. She's just has questionable tendencies. But then again, Abelard is also not dogmatic. He's iconoclast, same as her. But he seems at least more dogmatic than she does. She seems to be entirely for whatever is most profitable, which wouldn't be bad to have in our retinue. Someone to keep us focused on that direction. I'll be merciful and give you a choice, heretic. You can atone for your deplorable crimes against the Imperium through your service to House Von Valencius, or you can die where you stand. Wow. That is a bold statement. Extremely bold. I'll take what we agreed to, but I never want to see you again, or execute Jai Hidari, for betraying the Imperium. I, Ignatius Von Valencius, hereby sentence you to death. Also a bold statement. First, just tell me about your business on Footfall. Tell the truth and don't leave anything out. Alright then, this isn't my first year in the Expanse. It's not my first year in business either. I've sat at the negotiation table with all sorts, not just loot hunters and smugglers either, but with xenos, ones intelligent enough to believe the mutual benefit was a better outcome of our meeting than mutual destruction. I know what the ecclesiarchy has to say about that, but speaking from the bottom of my heart, I know where the line is between an ordinary deal and a betrayal of humanity, and I never crossed it. The ecclesiarchy would disagree with you on that, but sure. Principled rogue who can think on her feet and is not afraid of inhumans. I like you more and more, Jay Hadari. I see nothing wrong with making profit where it does no harm to oneself or the Imperium. I think I'm leaning more that direction. Like, follow the God Emperor, do what's best for humanity, but also we are contracted by warrant of trade that we need to be making a profit. And as long as we aren't making a profit that harms the Imperium, I feel like that's probably the direction we're going to end up leaning. Lines have a tendency to blur, usually unbeknownst to the person walking close to them. Also true. Just because you don't think the tech that you're selling to a Xeno will be used to hurt humanity doesn't mean that the Xenos know of a way to use it to hurt humanity. Your words are full of heresy, and you're simply repulsive. Well, that's rude. Lines have a tendency to blur, usually unbeknownst to the person walking closest to them. Oh, I know what you're talking about. I know a few guys who couldn't keep their hands to themselves and ended up losing them. I wouldn't be so good at what I do if I didn't know how to assess risk. Besides, the Emperor protects, Shireen. It really is true. I've seen it myself time and time again. Huh. So that got rid of the other option that I preferred more. Forget what it was, but between these two of I could use someone with your talent feels too like accepting of her, and the I'll be merciful and give you a choice heretic feels too aggressive. Fine. We're gonna just go with the top one. She's a party member. I can't really be mean to her. It feels bad. Particularly when she's not... Like, at some point we are gonna probably be offered heretical party members, and then I will have a much more difficult choice to make. But I'm not opposed to dogmatic party members. So, Rotator could use someone with your talents and connections, Jai. I would like to see you in my retinue. Exalted One, bless you and your entire dynasty. I wouldn't say no to marking the occasion properly. It's not every day you embark on a brilliant new business partnership. Dome Ignatius, if it is indeed your wish to let this heretic into your retinue, then allow me to carve a vow of service into her tongue. Let the pain prevent her from uttering words of deceit or remind her of obedience. Don't even think about it, you crazed Casca. Unless you want me to add a few extra bits of lead to the metal adornments that on that sulky mug of yours. Abelard gives you a look of reproach. You sully the Von Valencia's name by inviting people like her into your retinue, Lord Captain. The decision is yours, but do not be surprised if unsavory rumors start to spread on footfall. Argenta regards Jai. It is a strange circle you are forming around yourself, Rogue Trader. Yeah, everyone in the party, including Abelard, who is iconoclast, is just like, I don't know about this one. Sister Argenta. Jai gives her an almost lecherous once-over. Okay, that's not okay. I've heard all about your deeds on Footfall, but I never would have guessed there was an angelic beauty behind all the idle gossip. And while we're at it, Shireen, when were you going to reveal your true identity to me? Jai cocks her head to one side curiously. I am infinitely flattered by your attention, but if I had known I was talking to a rogue trader, not an envoy of one, I would have shown some decorum. I want to talk like normal people do. For a man of my status, it's a rare treat. You're hardly forthcoming yourself. Neither of us have been completely honest. Wish we could forget decorum entirely in each other's presence. That's probably heading towards a romance option, which I'm probably not going to take with her. I'm hoping I haven't actually ended the romance for Cassia, but it wouldn't surprise me if I have. Because that's the one I was aiming for. When I do something and why is solely my decision to make, and I'm not going to explain my reasons to anyone. No, you were hardly forthcoming yourself, and neither of us have been completely honest. Guilty as charged. Jai raises her hands in a joking capitulation. You're right on that one, so I guess I'm in no position to criticize. Either way, I'm entirely willing to join your retinue. From now on, my knowledge and experience are entirely at your disposal. Oh, and one more thing. If you're interested in a rather lucrative offer, one that can give the Von Valentia's Protectorate a leg up, I'd say now is the time to be thinking about such things. But once we get... Now isn't the time to be thinking about such things, but once we get back to your ship, perhaps you could spare me a minute, Shireen. We gain 2 profit factor. Okay, so she is a officer. I'm not going to replace Cassia, which is our other officer. I guess we have, if you exclude Ignatius, we have the 5 primary starting roles. Officer, operative, soldier, blade dancer, and warrior. So the logical thing, if I wanted her in the party, would be to replace our other officer. And I'm just not going to do that. So, except she'll probably have party quests or whatever. Follower quests, whatever they're going to call them. And I'll probably have her in the party for those. But I don't know how much use I'm actually going to get out of her. Because I really like Cassia's character. And the Navigator is also super cool. Well, let's look around and see what else we can loot while we're in here. And good, the poison or acid or whatever has faded. Because that was kind of annoying. Basic auto pistols. I don't really care about any of those. Dynamo boots. Increase the wearer's movement points by 3. That's cool. Let's pull those back out and see if anyone can benefit from boots. Grants me plus 3% dodge until the end of combat for each psi power they use. That's really good. You don't have boots, but you getting more movement is probably not critical. Who... Does anyone else actually have boots? You have boots. Whenever the wearer kills 2 or more enemies with a single attack, that attack does not spend all of the wearer's movement points. Okay, that's fine. Whenever the wearer deals damage to an enemy, the wearer has a 25% chance to gain 2 movement points. I'm fine with you guys keeping those. So which of you 3 would benefit from more movement? And probably Pascal, so we can get into a fight quicker. We also have boots here. All allies in a 2-cell radius around the wearer gain a plus 40 bonus to resolve from unyielding beacon ability. That would be for Abelard as our vanguard. So I could give it to him. And then his boots, which have now vanished. Here. I could give to anyone else. Argenta or Cassia? I guess we'll give it to Argenta. Okay, what else do we have in here? Some goods. More goods. And more of the warehouse back here.
Grant me the wisdom to perceive.
Lots of goods we found. Nothing else that we're spotting, though. So yeah, we got involved in a bit of a conflict between the Liege and Jai, because neither of them was willing to be honest about what was going on. But it's fine. I'm curious if Jai already has a secondary archetype, or if she's low enough level that they're going to let us pick that. And if she does have one, what it would be. Come on. I am pressing keys. There we go. So what do we want to do next? We've got the quarantine we could check out. Cultist lair. Dark hideout. Do we know what's going on at the dark hideout yet? I assume that's the other... So we have one to deal with the cultists. And Anvers is probably the dark hideout. Turn off to the entrance can be seen from the Adeptus Amsecus. Yeah. I think this has got to be the Amber's place. Are either of these showing up as more of the main quest? Rot or where the shadows are deepest? I don't think so. No, I keep saying where the shadows are deepest. That's specifically about the quarantine. No, it's a stray. So this is definitely not the main quest. This is Argenta's quest. Yeah, once we go back to our ship, we can talk to Jai. Maybe we will deal with the cultists first, for Reverend Hieronymus. Yeah, I think that's the call.
It's about time.
That's right here. However, this is a good stopping point for the stream. So we will pick up from here next time with going down to investigate the cultists and putting an end to them. I hope you all had fun, and I will see you then. Bye.